What causes selective mutism? You may wonder why I've got SM. I asked my mum this question and she said there is no one cause. It's a bit different for each child. She said I always hung back and was afraid to try new things, and it was especially hard for me starting playgroup. I panicked when Mum left me on my own and I couldn't talk to the lady who tried to help me to join. I was never quite the same with new people after that. My mum sometimes tells other people that SM is a sort of phobia, which is a word for being really scared of something, even though there's no need to be. Some children panic when they see dogs or clowns, and some grown-ups can't fly in a plane. So SM is a phobia of talking to certain people. Mum says SM starts like other phobias start, and something happens which makes you link horrid, panicky feelings to a trigger. With SM, the trigger is having to talk to certain people. Children with SM are sensitive and have usually been worriers since they were little. So quite ordinary things can make them panic. Being in an unfamiliar place, getting told off, being startled by a stranger. If there's a focus on talking at the same time, talking can become the thing to be scared of. Important things to remember. Please try and be as understanding and as caring as you can. And remember, I can't talk because I've got a sort of talking phobia. I just freeze when I know certain people are listening to me. It's not that I'm refusing to talk or I don't want to. I'd love to speak out comfortably. As far as you can, please treat me like everyone else and don't draw attention to me. Try not to be worried yourself because I can't talk yet. It's not your fault. And don't feel you have to get me to speak. I can feel that pressure and it makes it worse. I'd really like to know you like me as I am and can see that there are some other things I can do well. My mum says I won't always have this difficulty and that little by little I'll take steps to talk out more. Talking and listening. The way you speak to me makes a difference to how easy it is for me to listen and talk. Please let me know you understand, and that's when you say hello or chat to me. You don't expect me to talk back. If there's no pressure for me to talk, it's more likely that the words might come out. I feel comfortable when you are chatty. Talk to me in a normal way. Show and tell me things so I know you are interested in me. It's easier if you don't look at me too much. Looking at a book or at my work makes me feel more comfortable. Let me know that if you ask questions, it's okay for me to nod or to shake my head at the moment. In news or show and tell time, I can show a photo or a drawing of things I've done at the weekend or in the holidays, or I can bring something in for home. Let me know that you won't ask me questions in front of the class unless I put my hand up. Communicating more. I'm starting to communicate in different ways without speaking. It's not that I will always need to use signs or talking cards. I know that the real talking is quicker and more fun. But at the moment, I need to get confident communicating silently by smiling, nodding, and pointing before using my voice. I'm starting to use my fingers for numbers when we do sums too. I'm stuck when I need to say or ask something, like asking for help or to go to the toilet. Maybe I could have a sign or a picture I could use instead. Emotion symbols are useful to show you if I feel ill or someone has upset me. Now that I can write a bit more, could I use a dry whiteboard perhaps? I like it if we have to speak or answer all together. I say the words inside my head or even move my lips sometimes. Maybe my voice will come out if my face is hidden behind a mask, or I can be the voice for a puppet. Talking about SM. Of course, I'd like everyone to think I'm the same as other children, that I don't have this difficulty talking. But I guess they know I don't speak, so it's best if there's some talk about my SM. It helps if I know that all the teaching staff know that I've got SM and that they understand about it and will treat me in the same way. Please ask them to tell me, quietly in private, that they know I find it hard sometimes to speak out and that I can speak when I'm ready. I feel very stressed when there are supply teachers. Could you write something about me having SM to give them to read before they take out our class? And could you tell the dinner ladies and playground people about SM? I don't think they have seen someone with it or understand about it. The other children make comments and ask questions about my SM. Please tell them a bit about SM. I'm sure my mum can help you with what to say if you want. Don't let them say I can't speak. I can speak and will speak if everyone's patient. Reducing stress. There are some things I feel very stressful or find very stressful, but there are ways to help me. I could join in small group or class activities for more easily if I knew at the start that no one was needed, no talking was needed. It's hardest for me to relax and talk when there are lots of people around. Could I have some special time with you or another teacher in the corner of the class or in another room? Or maybe after school? It's awful when teachers tell me they'd wished I'd talk to them, so do I. But I can't at the moment. Some have even offered me a big reward when I speak, which, of course, I'd like, but it feels totally out of reach. I'm not good with unexpected things because I'm afraid that I will be expected to talk more than I can. Please give me advance notice about changes or things that don't usually happen, like a change in the timetable or a different teacher. And I get in a panic when I know I have to move to a new class with a new teacher. It'd be great if I could have some extra preparation for this. I worry a lot about tests. If there are some coming up, please talk to me and my mum about the best way of tackling them. Helping me with friends. It's hard to make friends if you don't talk. I'm sure it seems rude or unfriendly, or perhaps it seems weird. Here are some ideas of how you might help me with my friends. To help me join in more, can you ask children to invite me to sit with them? Small groups are easier for me, and some children seem to understand me better than others. It especially helps if my best friend, who I am talking to at my home, can be in the group. I get worried more if Maya is not at school. Can I sit with one of my next best friends instead, please? Please can you ask the other children to include me at playtime, or just one or two to begin with until I can manage in a bigger group? It's awful when children push me to speak or talk about me being silent. Can you help them to understand about SM and not talk about it? The worst thing is when they laugh at me or try and copy me. Please stop them doing this. I'm worried that when I start speaking, they'll laugh or make a big deal of it. I'd like them to act normal and take no special notice. Specific activities. I find it hard at the register to answer. I get more and more panicky the closer it gets to my name. Perhaps we could give our answers in a different way. We could all nod or put our hand up when you say our name, or we could all answer together when you say each name. Reading. I can point if you want me to find words that you've read out, or I could match words to the right picture. And if we have to read in pairs, I can sometimes mouth the words or shake my head when my partner gets it wrong. If you want me to, I could read at home with my mum. Jobs. I really like to join in things where I don't have to do talking. Please give me a job. I could help decorate the classroom, tidy the books, or hand out the pencils. Maybe I could help someone who's new or doesn't know how to do her job very well. I might even be able to take the register to the office if someone comes with me first. Projects. I could make a talking card or a book at home if we can agree on who can listen to the recording. Feeling good about myself. I often feel cross and upset at school because I can't talk freely, and I wish I could answer questions and tell you things so you know I am clever. I can't feel good about talking yet. Can you please help me feel good in other ways? It's great when you smile at me. I'm always looking out for it. I'd like to get more stickers for non-talking things I do, but please don't stick one on my jumper in case someone asks me what it's for. I feel proud when you tell me when you tell people about good work I've done, but please don't draw attention to my talking targets. I really like art and music. I almost feel I can communicate through them. I'd like to be able to do more art and music with others who like it too. Special difficulties. I used to try and hang on till I got going to the toilet. I used to try and hang on till I got home as I hated using the school toilet so much. Mum said that was why I got an infection and had to take medicine. Once I wet myself in classroom, which was really embarrassing, but I'm managing better now. We agreed a system to show when I needed to go to the toilet, and you let me choose to use a picture or a symbol or make a signal. It helps if I go with Maya or another friend. And it's good if we can go first or when other kids are not there. Mum found out that some children with SM are so anxious that they never use the school toilets. She said that they need to have a special programme to help them get over it, starting with whatever they can manage and gradually changing one thing at a time. Eating in school. When I first came to school, I didn't feel very comfortable at lunchtime. It was something about being in the big hall and feeling that lots of people were watching me. My teacher let me eat my lunch with a small group of children in the classroom, and then we had our own table in the hall. Some children have a big problem with this, a sort of eating phobia. They need a special small steps program for this too. How parents can help.